What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video on my channel. Today we're going through my round 14 tips. Here we bloody go. Let's not waste any more time and let's get stuck into it. Okay, the first game is Thursday night under the roof between the Saints and the Dogs at Marvel Stadium. Now, obviously the last time these two teams met, the Saints were absolutely terrible, losing to the Dogs by 71 points. I was live streaming at an accommodation in Ballarat. Bontempelli's going out really well out there. He's a good captain, and I think and look, the Saints, they're coming though. They're 12th on the ladder. If they win this one, they could rise higher to like around 9th or 10th or something, but maybe potentially dropping to 8th. But I don't know. But out of all the games I watch, I think the Dogs are a better team. So I think they'll get this done on a Thursday night under the lights. So I'm going to tip the Dogs to get this done by, let's go with 27 points. And big call is Aaron Norton, 30 or more disposals plus a goal. The next game is Tasmania between Hawthorn and Adelaide. Now both teams are trying to get back on track, especially Hawthorn, which they've only won past 2 of their 5 games, compared to the Crows, where they've won 4 of their past 5 games. This is going to be an absolutely interesting matchup, as these 2 teams are really red hot, and they are really strong contenders for finals. Like Adelaide, they recorded a strong win against Brisbane. I thought the Lions had it, but no. Adelaide, thank you to Ben Key. Thanks to Ben Key's, I think 3 goals or something. He won the game for the Crows. He was outstanding. For Hawthorn, they did get a good win last week against the Dogs. Finally, they've been really struggling for the past 3 games before they took on the Dogs and won. So I'm going to back in the Hawks to get this done, because it's our Utah Stadium, and Hawthorn, they are really hard to beat, especially with a strong team and a strong coach, Sam Mitchell. So I'm going to go with the Hawks to get this done by, let's go, 2 goals, 12 points, and big call, Jack Gunston kicks at least 3 goals. The next game is another big matchup between the Lions and the Giants at the Gabba. Now, last time they met, the Giants were really ahead and thinking they can get into a preliminary final, but no, Brisbane had other ideas. They came from behind and beat the Giants by just 5 points at NG Stadium. Now, this time it's at the Gabba. Last time, these 2 teams met at the Gabba, the Giants did win. I don't know how didn't Brisbane win. Coming off a loss against Adelaide, they should be able to get the job done against a front of a big crowd at the Gabba. Sorry, I almost said the MCG. Even two of these teams are really coming off from a loss. So, but I think the Lions will get the job done, because look, they play really well at the Gabba, and it's reigning premier. So they still have a strong team, despite them dropping their game to Adelaide. So I'm going to go with the Lions to get this done by 7 points. And big call, Charlie Cameron kicks at least 2 goals and has 25 or more disposals. The next game is the country game annually between the Bombers and the Cats at the MCG. Last time, when these 2 teams met at the MCG, Geelong won by 45 points. I did go to a game. It's at the MCG. This time's the Essendon's home game. Last year at the MCG was a Geelong home game. It was a good win. I got really scared, but then we ended up winning by 45 points. So I didn't make a matchday vlog, and it's number 10. So if you go to the matchday vlogs and search up Geelong Essendon matchday vlog Sporting Low, and it appears as my 10th matchday vlog. The Bombers, last week I think that was shocking, right? Yeah, they were horrible in the first quarter, but then in the first half, sorry. But then they got back, but just lost to Carlton by 8 points at the big crowd at the MCG. Look, Geelong coming off a win against Gold Coast with Tyson Stengel, Maxi Holmes, who played an absolutely magnificent game last week. They should be. These superstars will be able to fight to keep on fighting, and yeah, they should be able to help Geelong to get over the line. So I'm gonna back against my own team, to the Cats, to Geelong to get this country game done by 32 points, and big call is it's going to be a close game until in the midway through the third quarter. Then Geelong just runs away to a 32-point win. The next game's between the Kangaroos and the Dockers at Optus Stadium. Now, it's a funny enough game. It's at Optus Stadium, and it's a North Melbourne home game. It's supposed to be a Fremantle home game, but no. North Melbourne this year, they did say they want to host 2 games in Perth. One in Bunbury and one in Optus Stadium against West Coast and Fremantle, respectively. Did beat West Coast Eagles by 10 points. But Fremantle coming off a 3-game winning streak, now in the top 8. It's going to be an interesting one, because I expect Fremantle to get this done, because look, North Melbourne, they're improving, but they're just not. They just can't play against a top 8 team that is contending for the finals of Premiership or something. So North Melbourne will have to play really, really well if they want to get the job done. But I think the Dockers have got to get this done and make it 4 wins in a row. So I'm going to go with Fremantle to get this done by 43 points, and big calls. Sarong Sarait has 25 or more disposals. So, yeah, Freo to get this done off the stadium in a North Melbourne home game. The next game's between Port Adelaide and Melbourne at the Adelaide Oval. Now, look at these. This could be an interesting game. After snapping off a 4-game losing streak against the Giants at the Manuka Oval, Port Adelaide has finally improved its form. And they won the game by 16 points. But Melbourne, thank you to Max Gawn. Max Gawn absolutely costed the game for the Jays, which led them to a 1-point loss to Collingwood at the MCG. I did stream it, so you can have a look at my reaction on the Melbourne v Collingwood live stream. It's at the Adelaide Oval, so will it be tough for Melbourne, or can Melbourne pull off another upset win and redeem themselves after losing to Collingwood by a point? I don't know. I really don't know. But I think Port Adelaide's got to get this done, because it's at the Adelaide Oval and Port play really well. So I'm going to go with the Power to get this done by, let's go 22 points, and the big call is the margin will not go over 30 points at any stage whatsoever throughout this game. The last game, this is the 7th and the last game, because Collingwood, Gold Coast, Richmond and Sydney have their byes, so they will not play this week. See them all next week. It's between West Coast and Carlton at Optus Stadium. Now, look, West Coast coming off a heartbreaking loss to North Melbourne. It's at Bunbury as well. There were plenty of West Coast fans over there, but North Melbourne were just too strong. I did not expect the Roos to get this done. But so West Coast, they're just they're regrouping. And compared to Carlton, they were on absolutely fucking fire last week. They were on fire last week against Essendon in the King's Birthday clash. But then in the third quarter, the game was really exciting, with the Bombers getting really close, but almost snatching the win. But no, Carlton have won by 8 points in the end, in front of a big MCG. I think I'm going to tip the Blues to get this done, because last week against Blues, I tipped Essendon and I was wrong. They didn't get the job done. So I'm going to tip Carlton just for safety, because just in case Carlton West Coast might or might not play that great. So, for me, I'm going to tip the Blues to get this done by 35 points, and big call Charlie Kerner kicks at least 3 goals. Well, there you go, guys. That's going to do it for my round 14 footy tips. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for everyone who tuned into all my YouTube videos and give them all a watch, a like, and put a comment in, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and even live streams as well. So lots of people joining my live streams, which is good. And I'll all see you on Thursday night's stream between the Saints and the Dogs. All right. Thank you all for watching. See you again on tomorrow night, Thursday night.